Good evening. Um, I decided that since tonight was ladies' meeting, or would have been ladies' meeting, to go ahead and do my lesson and share it with you. It is hard to get used to not being able to meet up at the church, and I think sometimes I take for granted the fact that we get to meet up at the church. But missing ladies' meeting tonight, I decided, like I said, that I would go ahead and prepare a lesson. And tomorrow is Earth Day. Normally, I pay no attention to Earth Day. I don't even really realize that it's coming around. But as I am teaching now my children at home through distant learning, I had stuff that I had to do for Earth Day today. So we started our lesson this morning, and I started it by reading to the girls from Genesis, where God created the heavens and the earth. Now, I just want to say, to kind of give you a little background on Earth Day if you don't know anything about it, Earth Day is a day of recycling, cleaning up, planting trees, things like that, to make Earth better. Now, there are some who have taken Earth Day and exploded it and made it something bigger than it is, as far as, animal rights movements, things like that. But I decided to go a different avenue with my kids and talk to them about the fact that God created the heavens and the earth. And it says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, Genesis 1:1. So every part of creation that we see has been created by God. Everything that we still see even today, not the stuff He created when He created the earth, but everything still today is a creation of God. Now, we are blessed to get to see it. We get to enjoy a sunrise or a sunset. Kyle and I love what we've always called little thunder boomers, where all of a sudden a shower will pop up. They're beautiful. We get the privilege to hear a bird singing or to watch squirrels run across the yard, different things like that. It's something that we get to enjoy from creation. We get to see all of the amazing things that God has done. And as much as these creations bring us joy, the truth is they were created for God's glory. Everything that He created to bring Him glory. Psalm 19:1 says, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament shows His handiwork." The heavens, the skies, the stars, everything was created for His glory and to show us how awesome God is. Isaiah chapter 43 verse 7 says even people were created for God's glory. It says, "Everyone who is called by my name, whom I have created for my glory, I have formed him. Yes, I have made him, whom I have created for my glory." God created us for His glory. He wanted a relationship with us, and so He created us. Tonight in our family devotional, we were talking and something really dawned on me. Everything God created, He spoke into creation. He said, "Let there be light." He said, let the waters be separated. Let there be crawling things. Let there be things in the air, the plants, everything. He spoke all of that into existence. And then He got to Adam, and He formed Adam from the dirt of the ground. And then he got ready to create Eve, and he formed Eve. We were like the crowning achievement of his creation because he wanted a relationship with us. One of the things that sets us apart is the fact that we have a soul that desires a relationship with God. Now then, God uses that desire for a relationship with him and his creation to work together. And he does that by using his creation to show us himself. Everybody is created with this innate knowledge that there is something higher than them. We know that it is God, but there's something in us that just lets us know that there's something bigger than us. Now, in Romans, Paul is talking, and he explains to them that everything that was made, every creation, was to show people that there is God. And he explains to them that we are without excuse. There is no reason why we don't know God. But he goes on to talk a little bit more in that section, and they got to the point where instead of using creation to point them to God and understand that there is a God, they went from worshiping God to worshiping creation. They went from looking and saying, wow, I can't believe how all of these things work together, to and saying what an awesome creator made all of this, to worshiping the creation. You know, one of the things Abby's been learning about is habitats and plants and things like that. She learned about how plants release carbon dioxide. I'm sorry, that plants absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen. And we were talking about all of that and how amazing it is that we breathe out carbon dioxide, the plants absorb it, they release oxygen, and we breathe in the oxygen, and we all work together. The fact that God worked it all out like that is amazing. And again, it shows the awesomeness of God. But we've gotten to a point in society where instead of saying, man, what kind of an awesome God creates all these little minute details and works it all together for his honor and his glory, to, wow, what an amazing tree. It puts off this oxygen that I need, and it has all of these wonderful attributes. Oh, what an amazing tree. Well, when you say it like that, it sounds really ridiculous, but there are people who actually look at that. They have gone from realizing what an awesome God created that tree and how it all works together to what an amazing tree. And like I said, I know that sounds kind of ridiculous, but we need to get back to worshiping God and letting his creation point us back to him. You know, like I said, people have taken Earth Day and it has become a major plant right and animal rights and all this kind of thing. But this year, for Earth Day, like I said, what I was really trying to explain to my girls was the earth was created for God's glory. Everything on it was created for God's glory. And my prayer is, as we are thinking about that, and yes, while we are taking care of it, because we are supposed to be good stewards of the things that God has given to us, just remembering how awesome the God that created the universe is, and that we use that to worship Him. I hope that y'all have a wonderful evening, and that we get to actually have ladies' meetings back at church again pretty soon. I do miss you all, and I hope y'all have a great night.